The next iPad to be released could be a new version of the iPad mini, it seems. It had been rumored that a new version with completely new design was on its way, though there were conflicting reports about whether it would stick with Touch ID on the front, as now, or not. A new report from John Prosser, who has just launched a new website called Front Page Tech, shows renders of what the new tablet will look like, and includes a lot of specs and details, including one surprise new feature, a new Apple Pencil. Prosser points out that if true, this will be the first change to the iPad mini design in 6 years. The new iPad mini, he says, will switch to the new flat-edged design found on the iPhone 12, iPad Pro and iPad Air. Which immediately leads me to wondering if we can expect a new design iPad soon, too. The design here would mean that a flat-sided pencil could attach to the long side. We'll get to that in a minute. The new design will move the Touch ID button from the front of the display into the super convenient place it's found on the new iPad Air, that is, in the power button on the top edge. I love Face ID on the iPad Pro, but I'd argue this touch-controlled unlock is the most convenient and effective mechanism. Moving Touch ID frees up space on the front of the tablet for more screen. Prosser doesn't specify the new size, but other rumors have hinted at 8.5 inches instead of the current 7.9 inches. The bezels, at least at the top and bottom, will be thinner. But barely bigger device. Prosser does specify the size of the rumored new device, 206.3 by 137.8 by 6.1 millimeters. That's about 3 millimeters longer and wider than the current model, but with the same svelte thickness as now. Still mini, then. By the way, note that the image above shows a smart connector on the back. I'm not so sure about this detail, as it suggests a magic keyboard accessory, and I just think the mini is too small for this. I could be wrong. We'll see. The edges will be like the iPad Air, too, not just because they're flat but because they may have significantly improved speakers mounted in them and, in a surprise move for the mini, will switch from Lightning to USB-C as the connector. A report back in April reckoned a new Apple Pencil was on its way, with an interesting new design. But while that never appeared, Prosser thinks it may have been because it's scheduled to arrive with the next iPad mini. The leaked images showed a glossy, flat-edged pencil which, it turns out, may be rather smaller than the current Apple Pencil 2nd generation. Just right to fit on the flat edge of a significantly smaller iPad, right? That's pretty cool. It looks like there will be 5G connectivity in the Wi-Fi Plus cellular version of the iPad mini, and that it will come in 3 colors: silver, black, probably graphite or space gray, and gold. Sometime in 2021 is all that's hinted at, so my guess would be this fall, perhaps alongside a new iPad and likely just after the next iPhone series.